It's the only window of opportunity. If we don't do this on November the 5th, they are going to kill 6,000 million people one way or another by hook or by crook. So, like I said, if you don't turn up, you deserve everything that they've got planned for you. And I want to stop them. But I can't stop them on my own. I need millions of you to turn up and support me on the 5th of November. And if you aren't prepared to do that, then, nobody can help you. Because this is the last chance you're going to get.
People should be looking at themselves. We always hear the saying, look at yourself in the mirror, and then they should actually be looking into the children's eyes, their own children's eyes, and going, what am I going to do? When this...
They're allowing the government to sell their children and them and their children, their grandchildren and their great-grandchildren into slavery. Well, in fact, not even into slavery, because they're going to kill them all.
Yeah.
And in fact, if they can get them all on guard with the Garda seal, they'll never have any grandchildren or children.
Well, we're doing slavery, aren't we? It's just the next stage is slaughter.
Yeah, absolutely. So, that's how important this November the 5th is.
Yeah, so people need to...
I hate repeating myself, because when you're telling people the truth, you should only need to tell them once.
Yeah.
I can't really make it any more plain than I have of the situation that they are in. They need to wake up. All right, sometimes you don't like waking up. Everybody has those moments, but you have to, because you're going to die if you don't. Yeah, and everybody that you know is going to die. We have this one chance to stop them, because they've already got all the aircraft carriers in the Persian Gulf and in the Indian Ocean, surrounding Iran. They've got troops in Afghanistan. They've got troops in Iraq. They're surrounded Iran.
Yeah.
And if they attack Iran, which they're going to do sooner or later, if we don't stop them, they are going to attack Iran. And that is going to bring about World War III. And in the Bible, in prophecy, okay, I'm back to the Bible again, Reverend.
That's okay.
All right. In the Bible, in the book of Revelations, it tells us that during this next phase that they're trying to start now, a third of mankind is going to die. That's at 2,000 million people. Okay? And most of you probably don't know, but the Bible that contains the law that Elizabeth Battenberg swore to maintain to the utmost of her power, that was given to Moses to give to you, the British people, to protect you from everything that's happening, okay, that the Bible, 2/3 of the Bible, a full 2/3 of the Bible is prophecy.
Yeah.
That 99.9% of which has been fulfilled in exact and minute detail when you compare it to known history. Only a lunatic would think that the remaining 0.1% is not also going to be fulfilled in exact and minute detail. If you go to a website called JAHTruth, that's JAHTRUTH.net /THEIOFK, okay, you will see there a web page about the invasion of Kuwait and how it was prophesied in the book of Revelations exactly as it happened, okay, 2,000 years ago. It was prophesied. John was shown the future, and it's written in the book of Revelations. And nobody understands the book of Revelations. This might sound arrogant, but I assure you it's not. Nobody understands the Bible and the book of Revelations like I do. And it talks about the invasion of Kuwait and the Gulf War, okay, in chapter 9 of Revelations. If you go to that web page, you see it all, including everything explained. All right, and then it says that's the 5th time period. There are 7 time periods, 7 angels with 7 trumpets. The 7 trumpets, like the bell at the beginning of a round in boxing match, It's the beginning of a set time period. Okay, so the 7 angels with the 7 trumpets, when they blow the trumpet, that's the sound that starts the next time period. Time period 5 was the invasion of Kuwait, the Gulf War. Period 6, in it says that the 4 angels that are bound in the great river Euphrates will be set loose to gather all the nations of the world to the battle of Armageddon. All right. Now, the 4 angels that are bound in the great river Euphrates, I don't know, if you're very good on geography, but I'll make it as simple for you as I can. Okay. The river Euphrates runs through 4 countries. Mm-hmm. It starts in southeastern Turkey in the mountains. It runs through Turkey. It runs through Syria. It runs through Iraq, and then it becomes the Shatt al-Arab waterway that is the boundary between Iran and Iraq as it runs into the Persian Gulf. Yeah. Okay, so the 4 angels that are bound in the great river Euphrates are the 4 countries that it runs through, and they are going to be set loose to gather all the nations of the world to the battle of Armageddon. Now, Armageddon, people talk about Armageddon this, Armageddon that, Armageddon the other, okay? And they abuse the word because they have no idea what it means or where it is. It's actually a place, and it's in northern Israel. And Armageddon is the anglicization of the Hebrew Armageddon. And Har means mountains, and Megiddo is a town on the southwestern side of the Valley of Jezreel in northern Israel. And that's where the Battle of Armageddon, the final crescendo, is going to be fought.